Take it.
Good evening, and today we will be doing an educational vlog. Now, in this educational vlog, we're going to talk about adverbs. They're very easy to understand, and in just 5 minutes you can easily learn it, but of course with slight listening. So, without further ado, let's start it. Here's a blank space that I left for you guys. That's where I'm going to edit the stuff I'm going to say, and so you can catch up and understand what I'm saying right here. First, let us discuss the adverb of manner. It asks the question, how? This manner is commonly confused with the adverb of degree, because the adverb of degree is commonly, it is usually asks the question, how much? But let us talk about the adverb of degree later, because you're going to confuse much things. So here's an example of an adverb of manner. Here's a sentence. I ran very quickly. Now, this adverbial manner, you see the word quick? That describes the verb run, ran. Usually, you can use an adverb without needing a verb. You just need a subject. Or a verb. It usually describes a subject, it describes a verb, or it can describe another adverb. But usually these two are the most common. Next, the adverb of place. Since it is very understandable, adverb of place usually asks the question, where? So it means you can use the words far. There's so many things, but usually we have far. That's the example I'm going to give you. Here's an example. My house is very far. Just what I told you a while ago, you do not need a verb to use an adverb. You can use any subject, any valid subject. Now, you can see the word far. Far describes the word house, and that's a very easy example of an adverb of place. Next, we have the adverb of time, and this answers the question, when? So an example would be, let's see, if it answers the question when, then usually it answers tomorrow. It asks tomorrow, later, yesterday, a year, a month, all those types. Here's an example. It will take me 2 years to build this rocket. Now, 2 years is time, right? So 2 years describes the word build a rocket. I shortened the term. So my sentence was, it will take me 2 years to build this rocket, or build a rocket. 2 years is the description. It answers, if we translate it to a question, how many years will it take for you to build this rocket? 2 years. Easy, right? Next, frequency. When you say frequency, it describes the question. Adverb of frequency tells us how often something takes place. For example, we have the words usually, always, sometimes, many more. Here's an example of a sentence. Sometimes, I often play games with myself. Okay, the word often describes the word play games, or the phrase play games, I meant. And when we translate it to a question, it completely transverses to an adverb of frequency. For example, so if we just mash up a little bit, okay, so we're going to transpose it into a question. Here's what happens. How often do you play games? Sometimes. That's it. Now, for the last one, this is very confusing, and I will try my best to give you an exact information, detailed information about this adverb. The adverb of degree. The adverb of degree is something that asks how much. And here's a trick. Here's a trivia that was analyzed. Then I analyzed adverbs of degree and adverbs of manner. Usually, adverbs of manner, based on my perspective, they are generalized. The word how generalizes, and this is very different from the adverb of degree, because degree asks how much, meaning it's a measure. How much? It can be a length, can be a price. It's how much. For example, I will give you the word extreme. You can't just ask how and it will answer the word extreme, because extreme is it's that immeasurable, it's unexplainable that it can. Okay, here it is. You read about something that adverb of degree tells us the intensity of something. It tells us how intense it is. That's what I gave the word extreme to you a while ago. For example, here's a sentence again. The pain was so extreme that I couldn't resist it. Extreme describes the word pain, and when we transpose it to a question, it transposes into how much was the pain. Was it extreme? Yes, it was extreme, so it answers the adverbial degree. And you can't really make it a manner because it messes up everything. You can't ask how is the pain. You can't answer it extreme, right? It's irrelatable, and it's very not. When you answer that with an adverb of manner, it literally just, it's irreliable. Finally got the word. It's irreliable. So you use the adverb of degree. When you see the word intensity, it's that. But it can also answer a length, a price. For example, this stick is very long. That's an adverb of degree. This apple is so expensive. That is also a degree. So you can see the intensity stated in that word. Expensive, very expensive, long, short. You can see the intensity, and it's very different from manner. So I hope that you learned something for today. I'm really sorry for the grammatical errors, and I couldn't provide exact information, but I hope that you learned something today. You can provide any research, you can really everything. So I thank you all for watching this, and see you next time.